Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to the podcast. We are back. Literally giving the full game plan right here. I don't even give a freak, bro. Like, listen, I have a mentorship program, and obviously I teach this all in the mentorship program, but why not just give it a free? Look, I know 99% of the people watching this video probably aren't going to execute on this information, and the 1% they do, buy me a Lamborghini or take me out to freaking lunch one day when you make $1 million. Simple as that.
Exactly.
And that's what the game plan is. You know, I'm just trying to show people that I know what I'm freaking talking about. And now let's keep going, though. We're not done here.
Yeah.
So we're trying to make $1 million freaking dollars right now. We hit our first 20K month. Look, we got 10 clients. It's going to be difficult. Obviously, you know, it's not going to be easy. You have to book a lot of consultation calls. I think every maybe 50 people, you'll probably get one sale or two people to agree to you. So just think of it. If you're doing 10 calls or if you have 10 clients, you probably had to take about 500 calls, meaning that you had to put in some work for those guys. So I'm not saying this is easy, but I'm saying that if you have discipline, which we learned in phase one, we learned in episode 1, we had the discipline, we got everything locked and loaded, we built you into the high performance individual you need to be today to be able to take those 500 calls. You would not be able to take 500 calls if you didn't start phase 1 and if you didn't become the high performance person and read those books and listened and adopted new principles and all that, adopted new habits and all that kind of stuff. So now that you did, now you are able to take those 500 calls. That's why I tell everyone, hey, look, if you're trying to get rich, don't come to me and ask me for money and learn my game. Go freaking read 10 books first, learn new habits, maybe get a 6-pack, run 5 miles a day for freaking 2 months, and then come back to me with some discipline, and then we can start the process.
Exactly.
That's what I tell them. Okay, so right now we're at 10 clients a month. They're all paying you. You're doing this for free, meaning that what you're just making commission off everyone's sales. Now, at this point, I think you have enough confidence to sell your services, sell your packages for a little bit more of a value. Meaning that if a company wants to come based off your track record of your success rate, you can now officially charge. Meaning that the people will still pay you for the ad spend. Meaning that every single time someone wants to run an ad with you, they spend the money, but on top of that, you get a retainer, meaning that you get paid to run ads now. You didn't get paid to run ads before. The guy paid for his ads. You kind of used his budget to run the ads and get the people back to him, and then you made the back end cut. But now you're making the front end as well, meaning that every single person that comes now has to pay you $1,000 on top of actually spending the money on the marketing ads. So if a guy has a $5,000 marketing budget for in TikTok ads, now you can charge $6,000 and keep $1,000, meaning that, hey man, look, for example, you're a client or you're a potential customer. Hey, so I'm selling TikTok ads. I have a very successful track record. I have 10 clients that have all scaled to $20,000 a month. Here's their invoices. Here's their contracts. Here's their receipts. Here's their testimonial videos. Here's their kind of like case study. So I charge a $1,000 retainer, and you can spend however much you want on your Facebook ads. How much do you want to spend?
I mean,
5,000.
Hey man, 5,000.
5,000. Okay, great. So if we want to do a 5,000 ad spend, I charge $1,000 for a retainer, meaning that I'm going to keep the 1,000 to run the ads for you. You spend the $5,000 on the ad spend. I'm not going to take any commission as much as I did for the other people, but I'll take, instead of 25%, I'll only take 10%. So you have the confidence of knowing that I'm going to be obligated to making sure that these ads are very successful. Does that sound fair?
Oh yeah.
Great.
100%.
So we're going to agree to 10% of the commission per sale and $1,000 retainer. What's your email? Let me send you the invoice.
Yada yada at gmail.com.
Boom skis. There you go.
That's how you do.
So now the fact that we have, you know, people that are actually coming on board and looking at us and being able to vouch for us, we're successful. We have track record, and now we're able to charge $1,000 a month. That means every time he wants to run ads, we charge per month. Now, if he says $10,000, we're going to charge $2K. If he says $20,000, we're gonna charge $5K. So we are basically now able to charge more if the guy wants to pay more, because if he's seeing success, he's obviously going to want to scale. So if he wants to go from 5K to 10K, be like, oh man, okay, great, let's do $2,000 for a retainer. Thank you so much. Where do I send the invoice?
And the good thing about this sale is that, you know, that's a recurring client.
As a recurring client, he's gonna come back. He's gonna see success, and he's gonna come back, and he's gonna want to buy more. Okay.
Exactly.
And then you can start offering some really cool packages. Be like, hey, do you want to join our accelerator program? Do you want to join our entrepreneur booster program? Or do you want me to, you know, hyper convert these ads, whatever? And then you could kind of upsell. Instead of 1,000, you could take 2,500 from him with all these upsells. So now at this point, I know a lot of entrepreneurs are kind of getting their, minds boggled of, oh my God, there's so much money to be made. And it sounds so easy, or it sounds too good to be true. Trust me, it's very easy. Take notes during this video. Literally, I wouldn't be surprised if someone out after this video started a TikTok ad agency and made 20K. I really wouldn't. So We made 20K, and now we're making retainers. So we are now at the point. Let's just say we have 25 clients that are all paying around, $1,000 to $2,500 a month.
Go as low as $500. Even go as low as $500, so that you can show them, what kind of money that you can
But
make.
it's not that hard to charge $1,000.
I know, but
it's
still,
an easier number for me. Okay,
yeah, okay, fine.
It's an easier number for me to calculate in my brain.
All right. Okay.
So we got 25 people to pay $1,000. Cool. Now we take 10% commission on each sale. Let's say, for example, each person makes about $20,000. Let's keep it keep it the same rate. So 10% of 20,000. What is that?
10% of 20,000.
Is that 1,000?
2,000.
2,000?
Yeah.
You sure?
10% of 20,000 is $2,000.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, my math is good.
Okay, so that's 2K off each client.
Yes.
So now we're taking about 1,000 on the front end,
Yeah.
and 2,000 on the back end.
And
So
how many clients are we talking
we're
about?
talking 25.
25.
So-
So that's 25K
Yeah.
upfront.
25,000 up front,
And-
plus $2,000 for each client on the back end. So that's 50,000 on the back end.
50,000, yeah. 50,000. 50K.
So that's $75,000 monthly that you're
Yeah.
making right now with only 25 clients. Obviously, you have to run their ads, okay?
Yeah.
But there's no really money to be spent. Look, if you hire a virtual assistant, or if you hire some kind of like,
A manager.
someone like
Yeah.
that to kind of, handle operations, cool. That's probably like $1,000 a month. Okay, so even 75K, you're probably taking home 74. Okay, wow, crazy.
Yeah.
So $74,000 you're making, and we need about $83,000 to eventually hit the $1 million mark. Meaning that we need about probably 3-4 more clients
Yeah.
to officially reach the $83,000 mark. And there's probably a rebuttal right now. It's someone saying, "Hey, Ish, well, how do I know everyone's gonna make $20,000 per month?" That's a big question.
Yeah.
If look, just the law of averages say that if you're selling a product or a service to a group of individuals, and based off percentages, this is the global average percentages of entrepreneurs that close clients is close to about 10-15%. If you only have to close about 10 of these guys,
Yeah.
and you're selling your courses, products, these guys want to make money.
Yeah, and that's the beauty about sales, is that you can navigate and you can see what you can actually, are going to be, putting in your pocket as well at the end of the month. So that's why, you do your prospecting, you do your discovery, you do your, your due diligence with your recurring clients as well at the same time.
Exactly. So now, for example, if a person comes and sells a mentorship product for $500 a month, he's paying or he's charging $500 per program, and he sells about 20 of these bad boys. It's not hard to sell 20 $500 programs. So these entrepreneurs are going to make a lot of money, and you're going to make money on the back end. So I'm saying 20,000 as a conservative number, honestly. Yeah. So it could be actually way more than that. It could be less than that. But I'm talking about all your clients combined on average are making close to $20,000 a month. You're working with entrepreneurs. You're not working with small businesses. Yeah. Small businesses are harder to scale to 20K a month. Like a freaking t-shirt company, I wouldn't recommend working with something like that. I would recommend working with a software company or an entrepreneur selling a course or a mentorship or something. So it's easier to scale. More people want to learn how to make more money compared to more people want to buy a freaking t-shirt that has a dinosaur on it. So yeah, that's what I recommend if an entrepreneur. So we just broke down kind of how to make $1 million, and you can see it's really not tough. Yeah. What's so tough about it? You have to take a lot of freaking consultation calls.
That and consistency.
Consistency, and you definitely need to know your freaking ads, by the way. If our entrepreneur's ads aren't converting, you're freaking screwed. So definitely know your stuff. Screen your clients, make sure that whatever he's selling, you can go out there and provide it to the marketplace, and people will come in and opt in and kind of like, be interested. Yeah. So kind of be ready for people to sell things, or be ready to provide services to entrepreneurs that know they could sell their courses. Yeah. Don't work with no freaking, 15-year-old trying to sell a drop shipping course that probably isn't going to take it seriously, and he's just playing basketball with his friends after school and, whatever. So you get the idea. I think that's pretty much it, man. I've kind of broke down the whole way through. It's not hard. Obviously, it takes a lot of time. If you want to scale this, you're going to have to, hire some virtual assistants, hire some kind of, team management people that can actually come in and do the operations for you eventually, because it's going to be a lot of work.
Yeah, because with the money that they'll be making, they can pretty much, hire a good
you
HR,
don't want to do this
manager.
yourself, because you're going to be drained and gassed out. And what if you have an emergency you need to attend to?
Yeah.
You're not be able to run the ads. you need to have someone on the back end that could actually kind of help you manage these things. So that's one thing I would recommend. Second thing I would recommend is building a business around this. Now you have an agency that's making over $1 million a month, whatever state that you're in. Make sure that the taxes in that state is, settled down. So you got to get an accountant, you got to get a bookkeeper to make sure that all your records are in order. So when it does come down to tax season, you're not getting audited and you're going to freaking jail for tax evasion. That's the second thing. Third thing is, just making sure that you're putting your money in the right place. You do not want to get hypnotized by the money. The money has a strange way of making people do weird things nowadays. I've personally seen it. I've learned it from literally myself. I used to do some crazy thing like rent penthouses and drive crazy exotic cars all day. Yeah. And it wasn't anything that was fulfilling, and I ran out of money pretty fast. So I wouldn't recommend, and I lost focus as well. And so I wouldn't recommend anyone that's out there that's going to get money. I wouldn't recommend you going out there and trying to, spend it all and blow it on bottles in the club. Or
so what would your advice be to simplify your life?
Yeah, simplify your life, and don't let the money fool you, man. This money is a freaking, it has masks, and it kind of disguises itself in multiple ways. It disguises itself as partying. It disguises yourself as a way to go out there and, live a new life and achieve cool things and party and be a rock star and do all this fancy
stuff. Trust me, it doesn't bring anything. It doesn't.
It's fun. It's a short-term stimulus that, okay, wow, that feels good. It's like a freaking adrenaline shot. But at the end of the day, when you sit home, it's going to just be a normal thing. Yeah. Like if you're driving a Honda or you're driving a McLaren, it's going to feel the same eventually.
Yeah, exactly. It gets you to point A to point B. Both of them do the same job, though.
It's eventually going to feel the same. Yeah. I was driving S-classes, BMWs, Lamborghinis. I was driving everything. But it kind of felt the same. I was like, everyone's like, oh my God, look at your car. I'm like, it's just my car. Yeah. So it kind of felt the same. Like it really felt normal. So what I would personally recommend is be careful. Don't let the money distract you and kind of focus on your goals. Focus on making your life something that's worth living and kind of happy. Yeah. Make sure you spend the time. And what I like spending my money on is experiences. I like spending time with people that I actually care about and love instead of people who are kind of like just partying in the club and showing off. So anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for watching this podcast.